You've studied the principles. You've repeated the affirmations. You've visualized your dream life every morning and every night, yet somehow your external world remains the same. A quiet frustration builds beneath the surface, and whether you admit it or not, there's a question echoing inside of you. Why hasn't anything changed? The promises sounded simple. Ask, believe, receive. But here you are, doing everything right, still waiting for the breakthrough that never comes. And maybe, just maybe, you've started to wonder, is there something wrong with me? You are not alone in this. So many people enter the world of personal transformation full of hope, only to find themselves looping in the same patterns, the same outcomes, the same emotional cycles. The truth is not that the methods are broken, and it's not that you're doing something wrong. It's that something vital has been missing from the equation. Something no one told you at the beginning. You've been told to think positively, to see what you want in your mind, to feel as if it's already yours. And yet, what you haven't been told is that visualization alone is not the power source. It is not enough to think about the life you desire if you are still broadcasting the frequency of the one you're trying to escape. Because reality does not respond to your wishes. It responds to your energetic signature. You do not attract what you want. You attract what you are. Let that settle. You attract what you are. Not who you hope to become, not what you daydream about, not even what you write on your vision board, but the state of being you live in moment to moment. This is the frequency that the quantum field reads. This is the signal that gets mirrored back to you in your relationships, in your finances, in your health, in every area of your life. When your inner frequency is misaligned with the vision you hold, you enter a kind of energetic contradiction. Your mind may be seeing abundance, but your nervous system is anchored in survival. Your heart may long for love, but your breath carries the rhythm of fear. This internal incoherence creates a feedback loop where manifestation feels like a constant struggle. You try harder, affirm louder, visualize more intensely, but the results still feel delayed or distorted. Why? Because reality isn't responding to your mental effort. It's responding to the vibration you are emitting as a whole. This is the missing piece most teachings ignore. You are not a mind floating in isolation. You are a living, breathing frequency device. Your emotions, your posture, your thoughts, your habits, they all form one cohesive signal that tells the quantum field who you are right now. And the field simply reflects that back. Not to punish, not to judge, but to mirror, to echo, to confirm the frequency you are stabilizing. This is why nothing changes when you just think differently. Change begins when you shift your state of being. When the way you breathe, walk, speak, and feel begins to resonate with the version of you who already has the life you desire. This is not about pretending or forcing. It's about remembering. Remembering that you already know how it feels to feel safe, loved, abundant, free. The evidence may not yet appear around you, but the feeling already exists within you. And when you begin to stabilize in that feeling, not occasionally, but consistently, everything starts to move. Reality bends, opportunities appear, people shift, the mirror changes. But none of that can begin until you stop waiting for the outside to shift first. You must go first. Your energy must lead. The field will follow. This is the essence of quantum manifestation, and it begins with one radical realization. Your current state is the magnet, not your thoughts alone, not your hopes, your state. And if that state is full of resistance, fear, doubt, or desperation, no amount of vision boarding will override it. But when that state becomes coherent, when your inner world begins to match the vibration of what you've been asking for, the external world has no choice but to respond. This is the moment when everything starts to shift, not because you forced it, but because you finally aligned with it. This is not magic, it's mechanics. The mechanics of energy, consciousness, and coherence. And in this journey, you are not waiting for a miracle. You are becoming one. The breakthrough you've been hoping for does not live in the future. It lives in your frequency right now. You don't have to force change. You only have to become the signal that matches the reality you desire. And that begins not with asking, but with embodying. Not with waiting, but with stabilizing. The reason things haven't changed yet is not because you are not worthy. It's because the field is still responding to who you've been. But the moment you shift who you are being from the inside out, you open the portal to an entirely different timeline. And this portal does not require effort. It requires alignment. So in this first chapter, understand this. Your reality is not fixed. It's fluid. It's listening. And it is reading the frequency you are embodying every moment. You are not stuck. You are simply resonating with the familiar. But today, that changes. Because now you know the truth. You are the cause, not the effect. And when you shift from observing your reality to creating it from the inside, everything changes. Not someday, not eventually, but the moment you decide to become it. This is where it begins. Now that you understand the truth, that your state of being is the real magnet, the next question becomes, how do you shift it? How do you move from a reality you feel trapped in to one that reflects your highest vision? The answer is both. Simpler and deeper than you think. It lies in energy. Not the energy you burn when you run or exercise, but the invisible current that you emit with every thought you repeat, every emotion you sustain, every breath you take. This is not philosophy. This is physics. The quantum field, the invisible matrix in which all possibilities already exist, is not responding to your words. It is not listening to what you say you want. It is reading what you vibrate. It is matching the consistency of your signal, not the intensity of your effort. And the most fascinating part is this. You are always manifesting. Always. Every second of your life, the field is mirroring you back to yourself. The problem is not that you don't know how to manifest. The problem is that no one taught you how to manifest consciously. You've been creating on autopilot, driven by beliefs you inherited, emotions you didn't choose, and patterns you've repeated so many times that they now feel like your personality. But they're not who you are. They're just old frequencies, still playing in the background. And here's the breakthrough. You can change the frequency, not by pushing harder, but by becoming more coherent, more aligned, more intentional. Because while your mind may speak one story, the field responds to your entire system, your emotions, your breath, your posture, your choices. If even one part of you is broadcasting lack, fear, doubt, or resistance, the signal becomes fragmented. And the field, like a mirror, returns that fragmentation. But when your whole being begins to harmonize, when your thoughts match your emotions match your actions, and your actions reinforce the identity you are choosing to live, the signal becomes clear, powerful, magnetic. This is what changes everything. This is when the field begins to reorganize reality around you. Not out of luck, not out of chance, but as a direct energetic reflection. Because the quantum field is not a distant universe granting favors. It is a living, intelligent system of possibilities that responds to the pattern you broadcast. And that pattern can be changed. Not by more thinking, but by recalibrating who you are being. By upgrading your emotional baseline. By aligning your habits with the person who already lives your desired life. This is where the internal becomes external. Where the unseen becomes seen. It's not just about raising your vibration. It's about stabilizing a new one that matches what you've been asking for. You must become the energy of what you seek, not temporarily, but consistently. Because the field doesn't give you what you visit. It gives you what you live. That's why temporary motivation fades, but deep identity shifts last. The field doesn't understand wishful thinking. It understands energetic certainty. When you carry the energy of already having it, of already being it, reality can no longer delay. It must respond. Because your energy is no longer requesting. It is declaring. It is claiming. This is what collapses timelines. This is what bends probability. This is what opens doors that logic said should remain closed. You are not here to beg for change. You are here to embody change. You are not here to chase results. You are here to radiate the vibration that causes them. This is the frequency code. And the sooner you align with it, the sooner your world reshapes. That doesn't mean every shift happens instantly. It means the moment you stabilize your new frequency, your current reality begins its reconfiguration. And sometimes, yes, the old patterns push back. The old energy resists. But this isn't failure. It's physics. It's friction. It's the final tremble of a system that's being rewritten from the inside out. You are not stuck. You are transitioning. You are not blocked. You are being tested for coherence. And coherence is your superpower. Coherence is when your entire being speaks the same message. Coherence is when the field has no choice but to echo what you are becoming. So as we go deeper into this journey, know this. The power to shift your entire life is not somewhere out there. It's already in you, waiting to be focused. Not through force, but through frequency. Not through willpower alone, but through the alignment of your energy, your choices, and your identity. This is the beginning of conscious creation. And once you master it, you no longer hope for transformation. You become it. Now that you understand the quantum field is responding to the frequency you emit, the next step is to amplify that signal with precision. And to do that, you must activate your most powerful transmitter. It's not your mind, it's your heart. While we've been taught that the brain is the command center of the body, modern research reveals a different truth. The heart generates an electromagnetic field that is 60 times more powerful in amplitude than the one produced by the brain. This field extends several feet beyond the physical body and influences not only your internal systems, but also the energetic environment around you. The HeartMath Institute has studied this phenomenon for decades, uncovering that the heart is not just an organ of emotion, but a center of intelligence. It has its own nervous system, its own memory, and the ability to influence brain function, hormone release, and overall coherence. Coherence is the key word here. When your heart and brain are out of sync, your energy is fragmented. Your thoughts say one thing, your emotions say another, and your body reacts in confusion. But when your heart and brain enter a state of alignment, your entire system shifts into harmony. This is called heart-brain coherence. In this state, the heart sends smooth, rhythmic signals to the brain, which in turn begins to synchronize its activity. Your nervous system calms. Your emotional state stabilizes. Your cognitive function improves. And most importantly, your energetic signature becomes stronger, clearer, and more magnetic. This coherence is not just a pleasant feeling. It is a measurable, biological state that enhances your ability to create with intention. When you are in heart-brain coherence, you are not just thinking about what you want. You are embodying it. You are becoming a living signal that the quantum field cannot ignore. The most profound manifestations do not come from emotional highs or bursts of willpower. They come from sustained coherence. A steady rhythmic alignment between heart, mind, and body that creates a resonance powerful enough to influence the fabric of reality itself. So how do you access this state? The HeartMath Institute offers a simple technique called quick coherence. You can practice it anytime, anywhere, and it takes just a few moments. Begin by bringing your attention to the area of your heart. Place your hand there if it helps you focus. Then, breathe slowly and deeply, as if your breath is flowing in and out through your heart. Inhale for 5 seconds. Exhale for 5 seconds. Maintain this rhythm while continuing to center your focus in your chest. As you breathe, activate a renewing emotion. Something that naturally brings you peace, appreciation, or compassion. This could be the memory of a loved one, a moment of beauty, or simply the feeling of gratitude for being alive right now. As you sustain this emotional state, your heart begins to send coherent signals to your brain. Your body enters a state of alignment. Your mind becomes clear. Your emotions settle into flow, and the energy you radiate becomes consistent with the reality you are choosing to create. This simple practice, done regularly, strengthens your ability to remain aligned even in the face of chaos. It trains your system to respond from inner coherence instead of external pressure. Over time, it rewires your baseline emotional state, allowing you to live from a place of balance, connection, and energetic power. Most people try to manifest while their internal world is in disarray. They visualize abundance while feeling anxious. They affirm love while feeling disconnected. They wish for peace while living in a state of constant reaction. But when you shift into coherence, you are no longer split between thought and feeling. You are unified. And in that unity, you become a clear signal, a stable frequency, a powerful point of attraction. Remember, the field responds to who you are being, not what you are wanting. And coherence is the language it understands best. So begin to train your heart to lead, not just your thoughts. Because when the heart leads, the mind follows. And when both are aligned, your entire reality begins to reorganize around your inner harmony. At this point in your journey, you've begun to understand that transformation is not about asking harder. It's not about doing more. It's about becoming different from the inside out. And one of the most powerful ways to accelerate that transformation is to embody the energy of your desired reality as if it already exists. This is what some call the law of assumption, but it goes deeper than belief. It's about alignment. It's about conditioning your nervous system, your thoughts, your breath, your emotional tone to live as though the future you seek has already arrived. This is not wishful thinking. It's frequency training. When you embody the state of already having it, you stop sending signals of lack. You stop vibrating with the energy of waiting. You step into the energetic signature of completion. And that signature is magnetic. It draws to you the people, opportunities, and shifts that match your new identity. Neville Goddard taught that you must live from the end. Feel it real. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, not once, not for a few moments, but as a living state, as your default setting. This concept is not just spiritual metaphor. Neuroscience confirms that the body does not know the difference between a deeply imagined reality and a physical one. When you vividly feel the emotion of a future event as if it's happening now, your brain begins to rewire itself. Your body begins to respond with new chemistry. Dopamine, oxytocin, and other neurochemicals start circulating in response to that imagined experience. And over time, your nervous system begins to accept that state as familiar, as safe, as your new baseline. That's when the magic begins, because now your subconscious, which controls 95% of your daily life, starts to filter reality differently. You see new paths, you feel new confidence, you take new actions not out of desperation, but from resonance. And the field, reading your new signal, responds accordingly. Most people wait for physical evidence before they change their state. But quantum manifestation is the opposite. You must become the version of you who already has it, before any confirmation arrives. This is where most people hesitate. They feel like they're lying to themselves. They worry that it's fake, but it's not pretending. It's remembering. Deep down, you've already felt peace. You've already touched joy. You've already had moments of alignment so profound they felt more real than anything around you. What you're doing now is expanding those moments, stabilizing them, living in them long enough for your outer world to catch up. The state of as if is not about forcing your way into a fantasy. It's about tuning into the reality that already exists as a possibility within the field. When you step into that vibration and hold it, not through intensity, but through consistency, the field organizes to match it. This is not about controlling outcomes. It's about becoming the outcome. The future is not something you wait for. It's something you tune into. And when you do, your habits begin to change. Your choices shift. You speak differently. You carry yourself with more certainty. You move with quiet confidence, not because you're trying to impress anyone, but because you've dropped the frequency of needing and stepped into the frequency of knowing. And knowing is magnetic. When you know who you are, when you know what you deserve, when you know it is already done, you radiate power without effort. That's the frequency the field responds to instantly. So the next time doubt tries to whisper, return to the question. How would the version of me who already has it think, speak, breathe, move right now? Then do that, even if only for 5 minutes. Each moment in alignment is a seed. And the more seeds you plant, the faster your internal reality takes root in the external world. You don't need proof to begin. You are the proof in motion. The field is always listening. The question is, are you speaking its language? Start speaking in vibration. Live in the knowing. Act as if not because you're hoping, but because you've remembered. You've remembered who you really are. And from that space, reality must follow. If you've ever felt like you take 2 steps forward and somehow slide 1 step back, you're not broken. You're rewiring. Because deep inside your nervous system, patterns from your past are still trying to run the show. It doesn't matter how clearly you visualize or how deeply you affirm. If the foundation beneath your desires is still built on old programming, your reality will always reflect that contradiction. This is why change can feel hard. Not because you're incapable, but because your subconscious is loyal. It's loyal to everything it has used to protect you. Every limiting belief, every fear, every coping mechanism once served a purpose. But what protected you then may now be preventing you from becoming who you're meant to be. Your nervous system isn't trying to sabotage you. It's trying to keep you safe. It's trying to keep you familiar. And familiarity, to your subconscious mind, is safer than freedom. This is the loop you must break. Not with force, but with awareness. The moment you begin to observe your internal patterns without judgment, you take back your power. You stop reacting. You start choosing. You start to see that the voice in your head that says you're not ready, not good enough, not meant for more, that voice isn't yours. It was inherited. It was programmed. And now you get to rewrite it. This is not just mindset work. This is identity transformation, and it happens through repetition, emotion, and alignment. Neuroscience shows that every time you think a thought, you reinforce a neural connection. Every time you feel an emotion, you anchor that state deeper into your system. But the opposite is also true. Every time you choose a new thought, a new emotion, a new action, you weaken the old loop and strengthen a new one. You are literally rewiring the blueprint of your brain. This is what it means to become someone new. It's not about changing your name or escaping your past. It's about shifting your internal chemistry until your body no longer recognizes the old version of you as home. This is why embodiment matters so much, because your body is your memory, and until you teach it a new normal, it will always pull you back to what's familiar. That's why you must go beyond mindset and into movement, into feeling, into daily calibration. You must teach your nervous system that safety exists in expansion, that joy can be sustained, that success is not a threat. This takes time, but it doesn't have to take forever. Each small shift you make creates momentum. Each time you pause and breathe instead of react, you create space. And in that space, something new can be born. You are not stuck because you're not trying hard enough. You are stuck because your system has been trained to repeat. But repetition works both ways. And when you begin to repeat states of calm, of power, of trust, of gratitude, your brain adapts. Your identity evolves. Your world begins to shift. Remember, the quantum field doesn't give you what you ask for. It reflects who you are. And who you are is not fixed. It's flexible. It's adaptable. You are not the stories you were told. You are the author now. So ask yourself, what do I want to remember as true? What do I want my body to believe is safe? Then show up as that version of you again and again until the old one fades into memory. Because the moment your nervous system no longer identifies with the past, your future can finally unfold. This is the power of inner alignment. This is the gift of neuroplasticity. You are not doomed by your conditioning. You are rewired by your decisions. So choose wisely. Choose as if your life depends on it, because it does. And every new choice is a declaration. I am no longer who I was. I am becoming who I was always meant to be. You've learned that lasting change begins from within. But how do you reach the part of yourself that runs the show behind the scenes? The part that stores your habits, your fears, your identity? That hidden realm is your subconscious. It's the silent operator shaping 95% of your life. And to access it, you must first understand the language it speaks. That language is not logic. It's not reason. It's rhythm. And the rhythm is brainwaves. Your brain is not just a thinking machine. It's an electrical system. At every moment, it pulses with frequencies that correspond to your state of consciousness. These brainwaves are the doorways to the subconscious mind. When you're fully alert, solving problems, navigating the world, your brain operates in beta, fast, focused, but often stressed. This is where most people live. But the subconscious doesn't open in beta. It opens in slower waves. When you begin to relax, breathe deeply, and enter a calm but aware state, your brain shifts into alpha. This is the bridge. It connects conscious thinking to deeper realms. Alpha is where creativity flows. It's where your mind becomes receptive. And if you drop even deeper, you enter theta. This is the realm of dreams, intuition, and deep emotional imprint. Theta is where the subconscious is wide open. And that's where real transformation happens. Not through force, through frequency. In theta, the critical filter of the mind softens. Your analytical guard drops. And you can speak directly to the part of you that makes decisions automatically. This is why meditation, visualization, and breathwork are so powerful. They slow your waves, they bypass resistance, they give you access to the internal control panel of your life. And when you consistently reach this space, you begin to rewrite the code. You begin to install new beliefs, new images, new emotions that become your default experience. Your subconscious doesn't argue. It receives. It accepts what is repeated in emotional rhythm. That's why music, imagery, and feelings are so effective in shifting your inner world. They are carriers of suggestion. When used intentionally, they become tools for reprogramming. The quantum field reads your energy. Your subconscious sets the tone of that energy. And brainwaves are the gateway. So if you want to change fast, don't just try harder. Go deeper. Enter alpha in the morning when you first wake. This is when your brain is most open. Your filters haven't come online yet. Your inner dialogue is still quiet. It's the perfect time to visualize, to breathe with intention, to affirm with feeling. Then later in the day, return to this state through meditation, through binaural beats, through focused relaxation. Don't make it complicated, just slow down, breathe, and feel. Drop into your body. Let your thoughts soften. Let your attention rest in your heart. As you practice this, you become the architect of your own mind. You begin to reshape your perception, your reactions, your sense of identity. And over time, the outside world conforms to the new you. Because remember, your reality is not responding to what you think. It's responding to the frequency you stabilize. And that frequency is programmed in theta. This is why 1 minute of emotional coherence in theta is more powerful than hours of forced thinking in beta. You are not here to fight your old story. You are here to transcend it. And the subconscious is your portal. Learn to access it, honor it, speak to it in the language it understands. Emotion, repetition, rhythm, stillness. You do not need to control your mind. You need to guide it. Direct it gently. Train it through practice. And the practice begins with your brain waves. So tonight, as you lie in bed, drifting into sleep, let your last thoughts be of the version of you who already lives the life you desire. Let your feelings match your vision. Let your body begin to believe. Because in those final moments before sleep, your subconscious is listening, and what it hears becomes your future. Not through magic, through design. You are not asleep. You are waking up to how powerful you truly are. There is a secret most people never learn about creation, and it's this: the more you need something, the slower it comes. Not because you're unworthy, not because the universe is withholding, but because need is a frequency, and that frequency carries the energy of lack. When you constantly think about what you don't have, when you worry about when it will come, when you check every day to see if it's arrived, you are anchoring yourself in a state of absence. And the quantum field doesn't respond to what you hope for. It responds to what you radiate. This is why letting go is not the end of manifestation. It is the amplifier. It is the moment your frequency finally becomes clean, open, and receptive. The paradox is powerful. When you no longer need it, you create the space to receive it. Because only in the absence of resistance can energy move freely. Only in surrender does the field respond with clarity. Think of it like a garden. You plant a seed, and you water it with intention. But if you dig it up every morning to check if it's growing, you disturb its roots. You delay its blooming. You don't make it grow faster by watching it. You support its growth by trusting the process. The same is true with your desires. When you hold them with desperation, you repel. When you hold them with gratitude and release, you attract. Because the energy of already having is different from the energy of waiting. Waiting carries tension. Having carries peace. And peace is magnetic. This doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop grasping. You stop micromanaging the timeline. You stop assigning your worth to whether or not it's happened yet. Letting go is not giving up. It's stepping into alignment with what's already done. It's choosing trust over control. It's choosing flow over force. And in that moment, your signal becomes coherent. It becomes strong. It becomes irresistible. Calm is not weakness. Calm is power under control. And that calm sends a message to the field. I already am. I already have. I already trust. That message collapses timelines. It shortens delays. Because there is no tension left to resolve. The energy can flow freely. Opportunities can align. People can respond. Ideas can land. Your outer world begins to mirror your inner peace. But most people miss this. They chase. They strive. They try to force results, not realizing that their very effort is affirming the absence of what they want. The field is not linear. It doesn't work on effort alone. It responds to harmony, to coherence, to resonance. And nothing creates resonance faster than inner calm. This is why so many breakthroughs happen the moment people stop pushing. The job comes when they release the worry. The relationship appears when they stop searching. The answer arrives when they stop overthinking. Because their energy finally matches the solution. It stops vibrating with the problem. Letting go doesn't mean doing nothing. It means doing with peace, acting without desperation, moving with joy, not fear. And this shift is subtle, but it changes everything. When you let go of how and when, you return to the present. And the present is the only point of power. It's the only place where energy is alive. So practice the art of calm. Start your day in stillness. Anchor your breath. Return to the feeling of safety. Speak your vision, Then release it like a breath into the sky. Trust that it is moving, that it is aligning, that you don't have to chase it because it is already drawn to you. The energy of surrender is not passive. It is magnetic. It says to the universe, I am already whole. I am already complete. And from that place, everything flows. You do not manifest faster by wanting more. You manifest faster by needing less, not from indifference, but from faith, from knowing, from inner stillness. This is the forgotten key, the one that opens the door not through force, but through frequency. Calm is the signal of trust, and trust is the frequency of creation. As you begin to align your energy, something remarkable happens. Reality starts speaking back, subtle at first, then louder. You see repeating numbers on clocks, on receipts, on license plates. You think of someone and they call. You ask for a sign and a phrase appears on a billboard that answers your deepest question. This is not coincidence. This is quantum feedback. The field is always responding, and when your vibration becomes clear, it responds through synchronicity. Synchronicity is the language of alignment. It is the way the universe reflects your inner world through meaningful patterns on the outside. These moments are not random. They are messages, confirmations, gentle whispers that you are on the path. And the more coherent your energy becomes, the more frequent and undeniable these signs appear. One of the most common signals is a repeating number sequence, and among them, 777 is a powerful marker. When you begin to see 777 frequently, it is not superstition, it is reflection. It is the field acknowledging that your vibration has reached a threshold, that your frequency is finally in harmony with what you've been asking for. 777 carries the energy of spiritual alignment, intuitive clarity, and inner mastery. It says, you are no longer becoming, you are being. It is a nod from the universe that says, keep going, stay grounded. You are closer than you think. In mystic traditions, 777 symbolizes divine wisdom. It represents the integration of mind, body, and spirit into a single field of truth. When this number appears during your transformation, it's a reminder that you're not chasing your desires. They are orbiting around your energy, preparing to land. But here's what most people miss. These signs are not rewards. They are reflections. They don't come because you've earned them. They come because you've aligned with them. The moment your energy reaches the required frequency, the field begins to mirror that coherence in increasingly visible ways. And those signs, those synchronicities, are feedback loops. They're evidence that your signal has been received. And while they may seem external, their origin is always internal. They are echoes of your own vibration rippling back to you through the mirror of reality. This is what makes manifestation so profound. It's not about getting, it's about resonating. You are not asking the universe to deliver something it hasn't already prepared. You are becoming the version of you who can hold it, who can sustain it, who can receive it without resistance. And the signs are your checkpoint. They are the pulse of the universe showing you that you're shifting timelines. Sometimes you see 777 right before a major breakthrough. Sometimes you see it in the middle of confusion as a reminder not to fall back. Sometimes it comes just after you release attachment, just after you truly let go, because that's when the energy is pure. That's when the channel is open. That's when you're no longer projecting desperation, but radiating presence. And presence is what the field reflects fastest. These signals are not instructions. They are confirmations. You don't need to decode every number or chase every sign. Simply receive them. Smile when they show up. Whisper thank you. And let that moment deepen your trust. Because synchronicity is not there to tell you what to do. It's there to remind you who you are. A creator, a frequency holder, a conscious participant in the dance between thought and matter, between desire and reality. The more you notice these signs without chasing them, the more they appear. Because now you're tuned in. Now you're listening. And the field responds to presence. It rewards awareness. So the next time 777 shows up, don't just see it as a lucky number. Feel it as a reflection. You are changing. You are aligning. You are becoming the match for a reality that already exists, just waiting for you to fully arrive. And this number, this moment, is the universe's way of saying yes. Yes to your energy. Yes to your coherence. Yes to your becoming. You're not waiting for a sign. You are the sign. There is a moment in every transformation when energy must become motion. When the internal alignment you've been cultivating begins to press outward, not as pressure, not as force, but as natural momentum. This is the moment of aligned action. Most people misunderstand action. They think it's something you do to force an outcome, something you chase because you're afraid it won't come otherwise. That kind of action carries the frequency of doubt. It says, I don't trust that it's already happening, so I must make it happen. And the field responds to that vibration with more resistance, more obstacles, more delay. But aligned action is entirely different. It doesn't come from panic. It doesn't come from proving. It comes from being. When your identity has shifted, when your frequency is stable, action is no longer effort. It's expression. You are not acting to become. You are acting because you already are. That subtle shift in intention changes everything. Because now, your action is not a request. It is a declaration, a confirmation to the universe that says, I am ready because I already know it's mine. This is the frequency the field cannot ignore. Aligned action is when you follow the nudges, the inner whispers, the inspired impulses that feel expansive, not exhausting. It might be a call you feel drawn to make, a message you know you need to send, a step that feels both terrifying and undeniably right. And when you move in that direction, not because you're chasing something, but because it's who you are now, the entire field shifts with you. Because energy moves where intention leads. And when intention is embodied, not just spoken, reality reconfigures fast. This is why action is not separate from vibration. It is vibration in motion. It is the proof your nervous system is integrating, the new identity. You can meditate all day, but if your choices contradict the version of you you're becoming, your frequency stays confused. But when you act in alignment, even in the smallest ways, you broadcast coherence. The version of you who already lives the life you want would think differently, speak differently, move differently. So when you begin making choices from that version of you, even before the results appear, you collapse the waiting. You shorten the timeline. You send a message that your body now believes what your heart already knew. That's why action is the lock that seals the new frequency. It makes your vibration real in this dimension. It tells the quantum field, this is not just a thought, it's who I am now. And the field, in perfect symmetry, responds with physical evidence, not always instantly, but undeniably. And with every step you take from alignment, the path becomes clearer, because clarity doesn't always come before the action. Often, it comes because of the action. That's the paradox. Don't wait until you're completely ready to begin. Begin, and the readiness will meet you on the way. Confidence isn't a prerequisite, it's a result. The moment you move in faith, certainty grows. So let go of the idea that you need more signs before you act. The impulse is the sign. The pull is the permission. The inspired action is the portal. And every time you follow it, no matter how small, you reinforce the frequency of trust. You train your system to believe that this new identity is not just a vision, it's your truth. You're no longer pretending, you're practicing. You're no longer visualizing, you're embodying. And from embodiment comes momentum. From momentum comes evidence. From evidence comes expansion. So ask yourself, what would the version of me who already has it do today? And then do that. Not because you're trying to make it happen, but because it already is. And this action is the natural next breath of your becoming. Don't wait for results to give you permission to act. Act as the permission. Be the proof. Because when you move from alignment, you don't chase outcomes. You collapse them. Now you know. Not just the information, not just the theory, but the truth. The field is not out there. It is you. The vibration that creates worlds is not some distant force. It's the energy that moves through you every time you choose presence over fear, every time you embody trust instead of control, every time you speak and act as the version of you who already knows it's done. You are not here to wait for a shift. You are the shift. You are the collapse of timelines, the embodiment of potential, the convergence point between thought and matter. And everything you've learned about energy, coherence, emotion, frequency, identity, surrender, and aligned action was never meant to stay in your mind. It was meant to live in your body, to breathe in your words, to pulse in your choices. Because only then does transformation become real. Only then does manifestation become natural. This journey was never about attracting more things. It was about remembering more of who you really are. And who you are is not lacking, not broken, not waiting. You are already whole, already connected, already powerful. Every moment you choose alignment, you activate the field. Every moment you choose gratitude over scarcity, you accelerate creation. Every moment you breathe deeply, speak intentionally, and act as if you've already arrived, you collapse the illusion of delay. There is no future to wait for. There is only now, and now is the portal. This is the doorway to the life you've always seen in your highest visions. But here's the truth. No one can walk through it for you. No one can breathe for you. No one can hold the frequency for you. That is your sacred task. And you are ready. You've always been ready. The doubt was only a layer to shed. The fear was only an echo to silence. You've heard the call. You've felt the pull. And now, the choice is yours. Will you live as the version of you who always hesitated, always hoped, always waited for a better moment? Or will you rise as the version of you who knows that now is the only moment? That waiting is over, that alignment is a lifestyle, that the field doesn't respond to wishes, it responds to who you're being now. Not when you feel perfect, not when the conditions are ideal, but now, in your breath, in your body, in your actions. This is your timeline to claim. This is your frequency to own. And if no one else told you today, you are already enough to create everything you desire. You are already worthy of receiving it. And you are already vibrating closer than you think. So step forward, not with tension, but with presence. Not with pressure, but with power. Declare with your energy, I am the one who creates. I am the one who chooses. I am the one who remembers. And in that remembering, reality rearranges. You've crossed a threshold now. You've seen behind the veil. You can never go back to smallness and still believe it's who you are. So breathe, integrate, stand taller, live slower, love deeper, speak truth, embody peace, choose from knowing. And when the old world tries to pull you back, just smile. You've outgrown it. You've shifted. And from this new frequency, the next version of your reality is already unfolding. You are not the effect. You are the cause. You are not waiting for the light. You are the signal. And now that you know how to use it, everything changes. So let this be the moment you stop seeking and start radiating. The field is listening. It always has been. The only question left is, what are you ready to broadcast now?